Iowa Speedway, home of the finale of the round of 8 for the Marable Mobile Detailing Truck Series. Qualifying just getting underway. You got 5 minutes to set your best lap, 2 laps to try and get it done. Ecker, the first one to make his way out onto the track. While he's out on his warm-up lap, we'll go ahead and show you the points. Travis Martin already through to next round with the victory last week. 3 more will join him tonight one way or another. Hoytsman, Newton, and Llewellyn currently in. Ecker 2 points out, looking up. Davidson and Gonzalez both 14 out. And Giglio is in that must-win situation. Probably the same for Davidson and Gonzalez. Ecker could point his way in should one of the top 2 guys already get the victory. Top 3 guys, I should say. So there is a chance to point your way in still if you're outside, if you are Ecker. I don't think Davidson and Gonzalez have enough.
The guy behind has just done a 23.5.
Could happen. Your banners. What are your banners? Travis Martin, your current pole sitter. Oh yeah, you're good. I think. I know your teammates are. I have to look.
That's a new fastest lap for Martin, 23.4.
23:38 for Travis Martin. Sitting on pole at the moment. J Munch currently second. Actually, Daniel Wallen up to second. Now Lucas Hoytsman jumps to the top. It's number 97 Toyota getting it done. 23:34. He's excited about it. Ecker bringing his truck to pit road. Evers out on his warm-up lap. Alright, Blake. If I don't see it, we'll do it. You're not on track, so now you are. Ethan's first lap puts him... That was the start of his lap, okay. Davidson's putting up a time, 23:63. Good enough for 5th spot. And Evers coming out of 4 across the line, 23:60. Put him into the 4th spot. Checking on Blake Giglio. See him warming up the tires. Yeah, I'm going to have to refresh it, Blake, but that's not a problem. Grab trading paints here. Oh my gosh, it won't let me move it. There we go. My paint is teal, yes. Turquoise teal, whatever you want to call it. J Munch on his warm-up lap. Giglio on his flyer. First lap was good for 7th. Now his banner's on. Good job, Blake. Crossed the line on his 2nd lap. Moves up to 3rd, 23:42 for Giglio. Not quite enough to get on the front row, but gets it up to the 3rd spot. J Munch coming across the line. Puts in a 23:607. Good enough for the 7th spot. I believe that is everyone that's going to put down a time. 49 seconds left. 4 trucks not putting down a lap yet. Can look at Davidson or we can look at J Munch. They're just sitting there. J Munch going to burn it down. His 69 Mission Barbecue Chevy. Why not? Oh, JRDL's going to go out and not put a time down. Just give us something to look at. TV time. Way to go, Nuggets.
Can I get a black flag cleared?
Should you get DQ, J Munch?
Disqualifying conduct, black flag cleared. Thank you.
Whoops. JR getting some TV time for his 10/10 Tundra. Deal Brothers on the hood and quarter panels of that thing. And that does it for qualifying. We're getting set for the race. Short lineup tonight. Guess some folks got some other things going on. Playoff drivers are here to do battle. Yay, TV time! Clapper said he's working on a paint for next season. You should be out here racing, so you're ready to run Iowa next season. We'll let the field fill in a little bit before we get started on our rundown. I'll tell you what we got for the race tonight. Jump up to announcements for trucks. We have 160 laps, 50% in the fuel tanks, 3 sets of tires, 3 green-white checkers, 1 fast repair.
The track temp is 70 Fahrenheit.
So if they chop it up evenly, it'd be 40, 80, 120 with the tires. More than likely you'll run fuel more in your mind here because you don't want to go a lap down pitting and then having a yellow come out.
Follow the pace car in the outside column.
Crew chief, I'm not in this race. Calm down. Here we go with the starting lineup. We got 2 laps because it's a short track. Lucas Hoytsma, 1 pole, number 97 CTC Toyota. Let's jump over to TV1 here. There we go. Travis Martin in the 63 Zaxby's Ford starts alongside the front row. Blake Giglio, the premier setup Chevrolet, starting in the 3rd spot. He's in a win and get in situation. Daniel Llewellyn currently holding the 4th spot in the points, trying to sneak his way to the championship for next week. Llewellyn starting 4th in the 23 Labor 12 Chevrolet. Ethan Evers starting 5th in the Elite Performance Industries Chevrolet. Billy Davison alongside him in the Lordco Auto Parts Chevrolet. Jay Munch starting 7th in the Mission Barbecue 69 Chevy. Alongside him, Quinn Newton in the Heels number 5 CTC Chevrolet. Curtis Ecker, the Curtis Ecker Facebook and Twitter Chevrolet, starts in the 9th spot. And starting 10th, JR Deal in the Real Deal Speed Shop Toyota. Christopher Alkire, the Navy Ford. What a camera angle this is. Looking right down on him. Chris Alkire starting 11th in the Navy Ford. William Asherbrenner starting 12th in the Fort Worth Screen Printing Sidewinder Racing League Toyota. And Hunter Carson starting 13th in the Lordco Auto Parts Ford. He said it's his first time at this track. Should be fun to keep an eye on the rookie for Iowa here. Field working their way out of turn number 3. Pace truck makes that hard left to pit road. Field in the hands of Lucas Hoytsma. Has to wait for the green flag to go. And there's our green flag. We are underway. 160 lap race from Iowa. Marable Mobile Detailing Truck Series underway. Hoytsma quickly gets out front. Giglio slots in behind him, but gets very loose right in front of Martin. Martin going to look back down to the inside, going for 2nd place. Giglio very fortunate not to lose that truck so early. Again, we said the 16 is in a must-win situation after serving a penalty last week. It's like things have singled out up front. Battle is on for the 4th spot. Evers and 69 of J Munch. J Munch down low. Evers up high. Evers able to hold on to the spot from the high line. J Munch gets loose on the inside. Looks like he was able to hold on to it.
Okay, you scared me, JR.
Going to lose the spot to Evers, and now Daniel Llewellyn going to his high side. Put Llewellyn up into the top 5. Newton going to look to the inside of J Munch. Things have settled down for the moment here. Truck's getting single file for the most part. Newton's still looking to the inside of J Munch. Not quite able to get that pass. Now Davison looking to the inside of Newton. I think everyone's just trying to figure out how their trucks are going to run in a pack here. A little bit further back, you see the rookie Hunter Carson's moved up to the 10th spot. It's Curtis Ecker looking to his inside. Kind of all quiet. Hoytsma out front. Asherbrenner looking to the inside of JR Deal. That'd be for the 12th spot. Hoytsma's already out to nearly a 1 second lead. I watch these two Toyotas go for the 12th spot. Oh, 31 Asherbrenner gets very loose coming off the corner. Great job holding on to that truck. That'll let JR Deal hold on to 12th for now as Asherbrenner tries to rebound. Meanwhile, Hoytsma almost a full second over Travis Martin. Martin has Giglio in tow. Martin, Giglio, and Evers in your shot there. See the 6 of Evers getting very squirrely coming out of Ford. Still got Newton and Davison doing battle. Davison will get it down under 2/10 every once in a while, and then right back up. Wallen and Joel Munchel doing battle. This will be for the 5th spot. Wallen has it, and Jay Munch wants it. It's so hard to get the power down off of turn 4 at Iowa. By the numbers, this is our best battle on track, so we'll hang out here, keep watching. Wallen up to the middle groove. J Munch going across the bumps down all in the bottom. Just not able to get the run he needs. Trying to pass Iowa can be so frustrating. He might even lose a spot to Quinn Newton if Newton's able to get to his outside. He really does, doesn't he? He's digging. Now J Munch gets ahead of him. Let's see if J Munch able to clear. J Munch gets the spot away from Lawal, and now Newton goes to work. Quinn Newton in the 5 trying to get by his teammate in the 23. Gets up the track a little bit. Truck got upset coming across those bumps in 1 and 2. Saw the 5 jump up. Newton trying to get away so that Daniel can't put a little side draft on him. It's not a huge deal at Iowa, but you can pull him back a little. Newton gets clear going down the backstretch. Now Davison looking in on the 23. Oh, yikes. Almost made contact coming out of turn number 4 as the Wallen didn't go all the way up to the wall. 22 is taken by surprise on that. Almost made contact. Just got a pass towards the back. Got Ecker and Karsten doing battle for the 11th spot. Ecker down low. Karsten up high, way up high. Truck did not like going over those bumps. Karsten's going to drop the spot to Ecker and now under fire from Asherbrenner. Meanwhile, up ahead of these guys, JR Deal moving to the inside of Christopher Alkire. JR trying to win that 13th spot in the points. Be the quote-unquote best of the rest. Helping his cause here tonight. Ecker gets by Allkire now. The 19 moves ahead of the 43. Now Asherbrenner got in really deep into turn 3. Had to really put on the binders to stay out of the 43. And Derek, you missed your chance to say it was 10% of the way through the race. Although for you, every lap is 10% of the way through the race. Asherbrenner gets clear of Allkire. Allkire looks back to the bottom, try to do a crossover. Nothing doing there. Best battle on track now is the battle for 12th. Allkire currently has it. Karsten trying to get it away. Karsten goes to the bottom through 3 and 4, see if he can put the power down or if Bandio is able to maintain position on the high line. Bandio holds on to it for now. As we said pre-race at 27, this is his first race ever on the track. Never been to Iowa before. Those of you that have been around Sidewinder a while and seen the name Dolores Jones finally have the correct name for that account. It is now Hunter Karsten in our 27. Out front, still Lucas Huisma, leading his way on to lap number 23. Half second back now to Travis Martin. And 2/10 behind him to the 16, Blake Giglio. Fourth spot currently Ethan Evers, is number 6. And in the top 5, Joel Munchel, number 69. And Quinn Newton, currently in the 6th spot. Billy Davidson rides in 7th. If you're new to the series, by the way, there's red banners across the windshield and on the spoiler across the front nose. That indicates a playoff truck. We got J.R. Deal currently in the 8th spot. Curtis Ecker rides in 9th. Daniel Wallen falling back under attack from Will Asherbrenner. Will clears Llewellyn, so Will goes up into the top 10 now. Llewellyn looking to do the crossover. Gets down to the bottom, entering 3 and 4. And nothing doing there as Llewellyn unable to get alongside. So Asherbrenner in the top 10, Llewellyn 11th. The rookie Karsten in 12th. And Christopher Allkire in 13th in the Navy Ford. Allkire currently 13 seconds behind our leader, who's lapping the track at 23 seconds. So about 10 seconds from Allkire back to our leader, Huisma. Huisma's getting company as Martin and Giglio are closing in. What was once a 1 second lead for the 97 is down under 3/10. As it stands now, Huisma and Martin would move to the next round. Giglio would not in 3rd. Take one more quick look at our points. Huisma, Newton, and Llewellyn currently in the top 4. Ecker, the only other one able to point in. Giglio's too far back to point in, which is why he is in a must-win situation. I think Giglio is trying to mimic Martin's line. As I say that, he went a little higher that round. Martin seems to be getting a little lower than Hoytsman. A little bit straighter drive off. Hoytsman sliding up, coming out of 2. Is Martin going to look low coming down? He is. Down to the bottom, going into turn number 3. Battle for the lead. Travis Martin down low, Lucas Hoytsman up high. Now Hoytsman's going to get the run on the front stretch. Highline's very potent on the front stretch. Giglio now trying to take second away from Martin. Gets into the bottom, slides up. Those bumps upset his truck big time down at 1 and 2. Slid up the track, unable to get by Travis Martin.
Sorry, Blake, I wasn't trying to crowd you right there.
Not good.
Everybody regroups.
Crowding, just crowding, keep crowding, wrecking.
I believe that was Quinn Newton in the 5, encouraging Travis Martin to keep his teammate at bay. Giglio with a little slide coming out of 4, but still gaining ground on Travis Martin. Martin now working to try and get back up there. Challenge Lucas Hoytsman. Only other remotely close battle we have is these two, Quinn Newton and Billy Davidson. This would be the battle for the 6th spot. A couple of playoff drivers going at it. Go back up front. Martin's ever so slowly putting in. Getting little by little, reeling in Lucas Hoytsman. Giglio once again sideways, this time out of 2. That black and red 16 machine struggling on rear exit. Rear grip on exit. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. Martin's definitely a little faster at this point. It's just catching him and passing him, 2 different things, especially at a track like Iowa. And keep up so much momentum on the high line makes it very difficult when you have to pinch off your exit. See our 3 leaders reeling in the Navy Ford, Christopher Alkire. Looking to put our first truck 1 lap down. Hoytsman has to take a little bit of a different line on exit. That's going to assist Martin in his efforts to catch up. Will Giglio clear the 43? He will not, so that's going to hurt the 16 as well. So the winner of the traffic that time through would be the 63. Had the easiest time of it. The 6th, Ethan Evers has hit pit road.
Me too.
And I believe the rest of our leaders are coming this time by. Yeah, I believe that was the 97, 63, and 16 all coming to pit road here. Our top 3 peel off the racetrack, come to pit road. Oh my gosh. That was so close. Now the 16 and 63 are side by side. I think the 16 has the first pit box though. Or the sooner pit box as they're heading down. Looks like our whole top 6 has come down.
4-3 pitting.
Just about everyone coming down on 40.
31 pit.
Evers came down 1 lap early. And then the rest of our top 3. This is really cool that we can see them all pit at the same time. Who stayed out? Quinn? Nope, Quinn's in the pit. Is 19 of Ecker. Takes over the race lead. Hoytsman down to the 5th spot after taking the pit. J. Munch, Newton, and Asherbrenner are now in the pits. He stayed out an extra lap. There they are in the pits. Hoytsman, Giglio, and Martin came out together, but Giglio did jump Travis Martin in pit road. Let's see, 23 of Hunter Carson making his way back out. Curtis Ecker, currently a race leader, has not come to pit road yet. As you hear him come into pit road this time by. See the back end stepping out a little bit in the 19. So far caution free, getting green flag pit stops here at Iowa in the Marable Mobile Detailing Truck Series. 19 makes his way down pit road at 40 miles an hour. Feels like you are crawling. While Lucas Hoysma erases that 7-second lead while the 19's on pit road. And resumes leading this race. Hoysma now has a 1-second gap over Blake Giglio and 2 seconds over Travis Martin. Ethan Evers, who is the first truck to pit road, comes up in the 4th spot. 6 seconds back from our leader. JR Deal getting by Curtis Ecker. Ecker makes his way back out onto the track. Our leader, quite a lot of traffic right ahead of him. It's Llewellyn, Asherbranner, and Ecker. 3 trucks for him to pass. It's 10th, 9th, and Llewellyn is 1 lap down to 13th. You know what happened to him? Asherbranner getting up high coming out of turn 4. Saw the back end of that 31 truck kick out. Hoysma almost gets into the side of his teammate Llewellyn coming off the corner. Giglio using this traffic as an opportunity to catch back up. Giglio now right on the back bumper of Lucas Hoysma. Hoysma trying to be very careful with the traffic. Could also be trying to let his teammate catch a break just in case the yellow comes out. Now that Giglio's there, I think Hoysma's going to go ahead and try to get by the 23. You could see Hoysma wait a little bit longer if Giglio waits as well, because they are teammates. But do you really want to let Travis Martin catch all the way back up? Llewellyn fighting for everything he can. Of course, he's trying to fight to stay in the top 4. Going a lap down does not help his cause. Tell Llewellyn once that he's fighting hard. Hoysma gets clear though. Llewellyn now will be in the lucky dog position. No, he'd be 2 laps down. So definitely didn't want that second lap. Llewellyn must have had a pit road issue. Martin gets clear of Asherbranner behind him. Now Martin has the 23 to have to deal with. What up, Scott? It's going good. We're on lap 50 of 160. I believe Llewellyn just smacked the wall a little bit. And Travis Martin's just put in our fastest lap of the race at a 23:42. 3rd place Travis Martin trying to reel in our 2 leaders. Hoysma and Giglio. See if Martin can get by Llewellyn cleanly. Martin has to take a lot lower exit with Llewellyn on his outside. Current lucky dog would be William Asherbranner in the 31.
Oh.
Martin finally clears Llewellyn. Let's look at our gap. You got 7 tenths from Giglio to Martin. And a full second to our leader, Lucas Hoysma. Keep an eye on that gap as we look for some battles through the field. It's actually one right here. Closest battle on track is Asherbranner and Karsten outside of our lead pack. So we'll keep an eye on Hoysma and Giglio. I believe Blake is content to ride behind him for a bit. Just like we saw him with Mr. Ghostman. Giglio sat behind him until the pit stops. Remember, the 16 is in that winning, has to win situation. Laps clicking off quickly here at Iowa as we've gone caution free since the start of the race. Now working lap 55 of 160. 105 to go once they finish this one. Giglio using every inch of the track, getting right up by the wall and corner exit. I think Giglio learned a little bit riding behind Martin. He's taking a very similar line to Martin now. And there is Martin starting to work his way back towards the front. Giglio's chopped into Hoytsma's lead a little bit as well. Down under 2/10, starting to look to his inside. Perhaps putting the pressure on, or perhaps just trying to learn a little bit for later. Giglio fell back a little bit. Out of 3 and 4, he's better, it seems, in 1 and 2. Makes up a lot of ground on entry. Kind of maintains it down the backstretch. Let's see what happens in 3 and 4 this time by. Looks like Blake tried to run a little higher, get a better run off the corner. Not missing anything anywhere else. This is about the only battle on track. Field getting pretty well spread out behind him. A lot of 1 and 2 second gaps between cars. Don't look now, but the Ghost Man's starting to reel him in again. Giglio putting all kinds of pressure on the back of that 97. Blake still rides in his tire tracks though. You see that yellow and red and blue Ford F-150 making its way towards the front. Two trucks in the front and not locked in yet. The Zaxby's Ford though is locked into the next round. As they're running now, Lucas Hoytsma would make it, Giglio would go home, and then Martin, of course, as we said, locked in. And Martin is there now. Our 3 leaders all in a bunch together. Toyota, a Chevy, and a Ford. A little bit of everything up front. Ecker in the 19 getting a little high. It's a lap truck trying to get some space around the leaders here. Martin works his way by Ecker. Ecker now in the lucky dog position. And Martin clears the traffic as well.
Sorry, Ethan. No, you're all good. I didn't try to dime it that far.
I was gonna let you go, but I guess you pushed up.
Yeah, I think I lost my sight going up, being right behind you. It just didn't break as early as I normally would have.
Starting to close in on halfway. Laps ticking off quickly. Can tell you that J Munch has made his way by Ethan Evers. That was for the 4th spot while we were watching the leaders. Giglio not giving Hoytsma any breathing room. Looks like Billy Davidson and Daniel Llewellyn both smacked the wall, getting 2 X's. If they maintain their pit strategy from the last cycle, I believe we'll see everyone coming down about halfway, lap 80. No stage points in this group, only where you finish, so it doesn't matter if they come before or after, as far as the points are concerned. 16, Giglio peeking to the inside of Hoytsma. Not sending it just yet. We're on the nice lap, led by Hoytsma. And Giglio looking to the inside, working down the backstretch. Giglio going to send it down low into 3. See if he can get it hooked up and get enough traction to take the lead. They're going to work side by side drag race across the line. Hoytsma leads that lap. Martin looking from behind to see where he could go. Something should go down. Giglio clears Hoytsma and takes the race lead. Travis Martin trying to keep up. See Giglio take kind of the high line, Lucas in the middle, and Martin all the way down low. Hoytsma now sends it into turn 1. Briefly got alongside Giglio. Unable to stay there. Martin now looking for where he can go in the Zaxby's truck. Looks low on Hoytsma. Not able to keep the power down. You saw the back of the 63 dance around a little bit. Great 3-truck battle for the lead. Very entertaining. Now see if Giglio can stretch out this lead a little bit for the pit cycle. So now as they run, Giglio would make the final 4, Hoytsma would make it, and Travis Martin, our top 3, all 3 would make it. Then it would be a, have to look at the points to figure out the 4th truck. Still no other battles on track at the moment. I wonder if Martin maybe burned up his tires trying to run him back down. He seems to be falling off a bit. Very uncharacteristic of him. Oh, 97 gets a big wiggle coming out of turn 4. But these guys can't wait for that lap 80 pit stop that they're probably eyeballing. The first truck to pit last time was Ethan Evers in the 6. If he pits the same distance, he would come down on 78. I have to believe he's going to try and go a little further than that after short pitting 1 lap last time. Travis Martin's hit pit road. He brings the 63 down on lap 77, coming to 78, beats Hoytsma and Giglio to the pits. Have to imagine Giglio and Hoytsma won't be far behind, because it is so hard to pass. Giglio stays out, as does Hoytsma. So Martin going to get at least 2 laps, fresher tires on these guys, should the race stay caution free. Let's see, do our leaders come this time by?
Pitting.
Giglio comes, Hoytsma does not. Oh, Hoytsma does, just takes a very wide entry. Giglio and Hoytsma,
6 pitting.
2 pit road. Travis Martin going to already be back out on track, see if he can make up ground on these two. Here comes Martin. Keep an eye. See if he can squeeze by Giglio and Hoytsma and use that track position. Left side's or right side's up on the 16 and 97. Let's jump back on board with Travis. Here he comes.
5 pitting.
4-3 pitting.
Martin going to jump them both.
No, 5 pitting.
Travis Martin jumps Giglio and Hoytsma, currently in the 5th spot, awaiting trucks ahead of him to pit. With Travis Martin using the pit strategy, getting out in front of Giglio and Hoytsma. Currently Quinn Newton, your race leader, sitting on pit road. Or rolling on pit road. Ecker, saw him stay out on a long run the last time. Ecker going to take over the race lead. Then you see behind him Travis Martin. Martin having already pitted. Going to be quickly reeling in Curtis Ecker. But current race leader Curtis Ecker in the 19. And here comes Martin in the 63 to take the race lead from Ecker. Ecker keeps it down low, sort of. Martin around the outside. Martin takes over the race lead from Ecker.
19 pitting.
And 19, once he lost the race lead, is going to give it up, come to pit road.
Okay. Never mind.
Yellow is out. Brought that out. 27's around. Let's see what we can find here. 27 gets on the gas a little too hard coming out of Ford. Slides that 27 into the grass. The Lord Cove Ford doing a little lawn trimming. Expanding from the auto part business into the lawn maintenance program. So Travis Martin using track position there, getting out front. I have to assume nobody is coming for a pit stop at this point since they only get 3 sets of tires. Only one way to find out. I believe everyone had made their pit stop or was making their pit stop. So we should not see any stops here. Maybe the 22 Davison gets the lucky dog. Significant right side damage to that truck. He'll probably come in and take some damage repair if he can. Now that we're under yellow. That'll put 7 trucks on the lead lap. Travis Martin, your race leader. Lucas Hoytsma in 2nd. Blake Giglio currently in 3rd. Jay Munch riding in the 4th spot. Mr. Quinn riding in the 5th spot. And Curtis Ecker. Strategy worked out well for him. He was going to be probably 2 laps down if that yellow didn't come out. Ecker gets the caution he was looking for. Even though he had already come to pit road, he still gets that lead lap back for him. So it worked out well. And then Davison obviously getting the lucky dog. That's your top 7. Ethan Evers 1 lap down in 8th. J.R. Deal in 9th. And William Asherbranner in 10th. That's all your 1 lap down trucks. 27 that we saw spinning through the infield. He is 2 laps down in 11th. Christopher Alkire also 2 laps down in 12th. And Daniel Llewellyn on pit road in the 23. 2 laps down in 13th. That's how your field is looking so far as we just passed halfway. Working now lap 86 of 160. First caution of the race at halfway is pretty good. rolling right on through. See if we can grab an interview with anybody. See who's just hanging out. We got Will Ashbrenner, Ethan Evers, and then the meatball guys. We got 5 drivers we can talk to. Who's the closest one to the front? Or any on the lead lap? We got Davison. Now he's in the pits, getting his damage repaired, I'm sure. I'll leave him alone. Never know when the crew chief's going to tell him to go. If I could go find him in Discord, I would. I don't know how. Hopefully our lights go out on our Chevy Pace truck here. There we go. Getting set for a restart. Field should double up. So now we get a restart with Travis Martin. Using that short pit strategy to take the lead from Hoytsma and Giglio. Getting set for a restart. This time we don't have to wait for the green flag. Martin can go whenever the pace truck is completely off the track, which he is now. And there he goes. Martin accelerates through the restart zone. See the 5 Quinn Newton blinking quite a lot, now has disappeared. Martin out to the lead. Giglio trying to take second away as Hoytsma struggles a little bit through 1 and 2. Now Hoytsma fighting back on the outside of Blake Giglio. 69 of Joe Munch really sent it in there in turn 3. See how much I hurt him on exit. Lucas going to look to the inside of Giglio, not quite. Still 70 laps to go. He might decide to chill and ride a little bit. Battle is still on for the second spot. J-Munch trying to make it a 4-truck battle up here. Take a look back while we're chilling. Martin out front. Blake Giglio second. Right on his back bumper is the 97 of Lucas Hoytsma. 69 of Joel Munchel in the 4th spot. Quentin Newton in 5th. Yeah, Curtis Ecker in 6th in the 19. And Billy Davidson is 7th in the 22. JR Dale, Ethan Evers fighting for a lucky dog spot should the caution come out. This is the battle here between the 9 and the 6. And Will Asherbrenner in the top 10. And you have Christopher Alkire in the 43. Battling Daniel Llewellyn in the 23 and Hunter Carson in the 27. That is all 3 of those trucks on the screen there for position. Back out front, Travis Martin leading the way. Giglio and Hoytsma 2nd and 3rd. Looks like they're kind of wanting to settle in and log some laps. We've had many a discussion about that, Dom. Run the bottom. Notice most of them are iffy about where on the bottom, though. It's quite interesting to watch all the different lines. See, Martin's about, I don't know, half lane off the line through 3 and 4. And Giglio started to imitate him. That's second place truck at 16. He's starting to do a very similar line. Hoyt's much slower through there. 97 all over Blake Giglio. Then Hoytsman gets a little higher through 3. And J Munch very high in the 4th spot there. Able to keep it going though. Hoytsman all over the back of Giglio. Now looks to the inside going through turn number 3. Giglio lets him go. That looked like a friendly let through there. Hoytsman now can set off after Travis Martin. Now J Munch has thoughts of taking away the 3rd spot from Giglio. A couple of Chevrolets doing battle. Dom, when you coming back to SRL? J Munch right on that yellow line. It's our last race before finale week. $60 to go, 100 down. Martin maintaining about a 4 cents lead over Hoytsma. Martin again using that short pit to get that track position. Have you? He's getting ready to do his Maniac series during the off season. Things very single file at the moment. Still the best battle is this top 3. Martin, Hoytsma, and Giglio. Hoytsma is narrowing the gap a little bit. See the whole top 5 on screen there. Hoytsma gets very high on exit 2. Cost him a little bit of time. Hoytsma once again taking that higher exit on 2. Seems to cost him a little bit each time. 9 truck JR deal still holding on to the Lucky Dog at the moment in the 8th spot. That truck behind him is the battle for the Lucky Dog. Ethan Evers in the 6th. We were checking on that briefly. We got the 43 and 27 battling for the 11th spot. Giglio trying to get away second from Hoytsma. Martin kind of inches away a little bit. Had one caution so far. Right around lap 81, 82. These guys can go about 40 laps on their tire run. That's when they prefer to come in and get new tires. We'll see who maybe steals a page out of the Martin playbook and try to get the lead through short pitting. I believe someone's going to come before lap 120 out of this top three. Someone's going to roll the dice and try to get that track position. Martin growing that lead ever so slightly, now up to a half second. Meanwhile, Hoytsma under attack from Giglio. Hoytsma's truck maybe starting to lose the tires a little bit. If I was a betting man, I would say that 97 is going to be the first one to pit road of these three. Hoytsma dropping back from the back bumper of Martin. Drives in a little bit deeper, then loses it on exit. Surprised Giglio is still behind him. Maybe Blake choosing that on purpose so he can be the one to try and short pit everyone. 16 has to win this race to move on to the next round. Daniel Llewellyn just got by Christopher Alkire, and Alkire back around Llewellyn. 12th and 13th, swapping around. There goes Blake Giglio, getting by Lucas Hoytsma. Lucas falling back to the third spot. Now Lucas can short pit and make sure the other two stay up. Like the 23 and 43 had a bit of a skirmish.
It's alright.
A little bump coming off of turn 2. Great save by Llewellyn to keep that truck going in the right direction. And we stay green.
Andy, I'll start getting into you back there.
And here comes Travis Martin, Giglio, and Hoytsma, our race leaders.
Crap happens, man. Luckily, I still have a faster pair, so.
Moving in on the back bumper of 43 of Alkire. Alkire takes to the high side. Martin clears heading into turn 1. Now Giglio have to navigate the 43. Blake able to get through, I believe. Oh, he had to pinch his exit a little bit, but gets through. Hoytsma now making his way. He goes to the inside of the 43. Hoytsma rejoins the fight for the lead, 1, 2, and 3. Now our leaders have Llewellyn in the 23 to deal with. This is about when you start to look for that short pit. I heard pitting. It's Martin. Martin bringing it down on 119. Did not want to be undercut by anybody. Martin brings it down on 119. Brilliant move, I think. We'll see how it works out. You never know how the yellows and such, but if we stay green, I believe this is brilliant. So Travis Martin bringing the lead truck to pit road. Giglio and Huisma both stay out. That puts Giglio in the top spot, which would mean he would advance to the next round.
69 fitness time.
And Jay Munch into 3 coming this time. Giglio stays out, as does Huisma. So our lead trucks stay out. Martin has rejoined the fight 1 lap down. He is 3 seconds back of Ethan Evers for the Lucky Dog. I'll keep a track on that. Here comes Giglio, bringing the 16 to pit road. Huisma also coming to pit road, 122. So it looks like they gave up 4 laps. 4 laps to Travis Martin to have fresher tires for the end of the race. Now it could work out down the road if these guys get a yellow. But that's the only way it would work out. They would have the freshest tires. Now Quinn Newton takes over the race lead in the 5. Curtis Ecker in the 19's currently in the 2nd spot. Let's keep an eye on Travis Martin. He goes wheel to wheel with the 6 of Evers. Evers brushes the wall.
Sorry. You didn't touch me, you're good. Came so fast.
That's what she said.
I knew that was coming. Knew it. Travis Martin makes his way into turn number 1. Currently up to the 3rd spot. Still 1 lap down to our race leader.
22, go ahead.
As you hear the 5 calling himself to pit road. And Travis Martin unlaps himself, leaving Giglio the first truck a lap down. Now Blake and Evers have cleared as well. Huisman lost some ground to Blake. He's about 3 seconds back.
Can I get a caution? No.
So with Newton in the pit, Martin will take over the 2nd spot.
I have the worst luck.
The last
19
one.
pitting.
There it is. Ecker calling himself to the
31
pit road.
pitting.
19, our race leader, coming to pit road. Brings his Chevrolet down to the 40-mile-an-hour pit road speed. Feels like an eternity when you're on pit road at Iowa, and that will hand the lead over to the 63, Travis Martin. Has a 2.2 second lead over Blake Giglio. Giglio has a little bit fresher tire. So we'll see how this unfolds over the next 32 laps as we close in on the end of this one. Should be our last round of pit cycles. You should see Ecker making his way out of pit road, going a lap down. Currently 6 trucks on the lead lap. Giglio is indeed closing the gap a little bit. As I say that, he loses some ground. Huisma fell way back. He's 5 seconds behind Blake now. A whole 8 seconds back to our leader. Third spot should still be enough to move Huisma to the next round. He was, I believe, 2nd coming in. Martin trying to keep Giglio from getting into the final rounds. Martin wins. Giglio will not advance.
Thanks,
It's like Llewellyn's on pit road. He was in the final four to start this race with the points. The race not going his way, so we close in under 30 to go. Llewellyn's dropped to the 13th spot with that pit stop. The gap is down under 2 seconds. Let's check their speeds at the line. See, Giglio is about a tenth quicker. Tenth a lap would get him there. Big chunk came out that lap. Martin's 24.1 to Giglio's 23.8. .26 to go from Iowa. Things are heating up as the gap is dwindling between our leader and second place Blake. See him, the third truck on your screen there. He has the lap truck of the 27 between him, but he'll probably shimmy out of the way. There he goes, Giglio now. Nothing between him and the leader. 24.2 for Martin, 24.0 for Blake. How hard is Blake pushing that truck to catch him, though? What will we have left when he gets there?
Thank you, Mandio.
See Giglio on screen now. Obviously reeling him in. Don't even need the ticker to see it. How much has Martin been saving? How hard has Giglio been pushing? $24.3 to a $24.2. $21 to go. The gap's right at a half second and shrinking. Remember, the 16 in second has to win this race to move on to the next round of the playoffs. That has to be in the back of his mind as he's closing in on our leader, Travis Martin. Have to wonder what Blake would be willing to do. Now under 20 laps remaining. Work their way down the backstretch. Giglio still chopping into that lead, now under 3/10. Not able to maintain it on corner exit. That time we did the opposite. He gives up time coming in to gain some speed coming out of turn 2. Still gained a 10th that lap. Gosh, it's so tight. J-Winch, meanwhile, is taking over the 3rd spot. Newton to 4th. Hoytsman's fallen all the way back to 5th. 97 struggling a bit. Battle is on for the race lead with 15 crossing the line to 14 to go. Martin in the Zaxby's Ford. Giglio in the Rocket Chevy. I guess that's Premier now. Premier Chevy. Doing battle for the playoffs. Martin already locked in to the next round. Giglio must win to move on. Giglio looks high. Trying to get a run on corner exit to send it down in turn number 1 and 2. Already peeking to the bottom. Not quite there this time. We've had one yellow haze. Around lap 80, 82-ish. Blake looks to the inside of Martin, heading down to turn number 3. Gets clear. Will they do the slide job crossover? Martin unable to cross him over. Giglio to the race lead with 13 to go. Blake Giglio trying to clutch performance his way into the final rounds. Does Martin have anything left for him? Now down to 10 laps left. Blake Giglio in a must-win situation, leading the race. Travis Martin trying to reel him back in. '16 runs up on the back of the Navy Ford at an awkward spot, slows him down. Martin unable to take advantage, but was definitely looking for an opportunity. Giglio had to hold his breath a little bit there. Our leaders work their way down the backstretch. 2-truck race now as the 97 has fallen all the way to 5th. Not sure what happened to Hoytsman. Seems to be steady falling back. Giglio stretching his lead out a little bit over Travis Martin. So we work down the backstretch, 7 to go. This is easily the closest battle on track. Most of the other races are about 3-4 seconds apart. Giglio navigating around the 22. 22 is up high, letting our leaders through. Martin now over a half-second back and falling.
Okay, Travis, I might need a pants change after that.
43 saying he needs a pants change.
Sorry about that. That was probably a little close.
Yeah, just a little bit. If I hadn't slammed on my brakes when you washed up, we both would have ended up in the wall.
Wallen a little squirrely in front of our leader coming off of turn number 4 there. Giglio probably Didn't want to see too much of that. Gets way to the inside of Llewellyn. Lead
Thank you, sir.
continuing to build between Giglio and Martin.
Joe blue, no yellow. No yellow.
Did I hear I need to wreck? Is that what I heard?
You didn't hear nothing. There was no yellow.
Another case.
I can always back up and make sure I got my brake bias set right.
Why do I feel like I've just been called out?
Bandio with the brake bias of SRL. I've set my brakes to 43. Blake Giglio making his way out of turn number 4. Coming to take the white flag. It looks like Giglio is going to be able to clutch his way into the final rounds. Works his way through turns 1 and 2. Down the backstretch for the final time. Giglio with a healthy margin over Travis Martin. 6 truck getting up high and up out of the way.
Thanks, Bandio.
Giglio not going to catch him anyway. Giglio taking the win in a clutch performance. Had to win to make the next round. Getting the victory in the 16. Travis Martin brings it home second. He was locked into the next round anyway. J Munch getting the 3rd spot.
Fireworks for me.
Here comes Quinn Newton crossing the line in 4th. And Hoytsma. He was running top 3 all night. Fell all the way back to 5th. Hopefully we'll find out what happened to Hoytsma. That was very strange. Giglio celebrating across the start finish line. Burn him down.
Brake bias set correctly.
Indeed. That one was on me. I was trying to get in the pit road. I should have slowed down.
How's that?
That's alright.
Giglio fired up after getting to the next round, final round of the playoffs. We'll have to get our official points on the rest of the field. But Giglio and Martin definitely through to the next round with their victories last week and this week. Going to Phoenix with a chance to win the title. Marable Mobile Detailing Truck Series. Let's go ahead and find who's in our interview rooms. No one just yet. There's Mr. Ghostman. 2nd place is in there. Waiting for the 69 of Joel Munchel. And our winner, Blake Giglio. If you don't see J Munch, I'll go ahead and grab Travis. And let's go get Travis while we wait. Travy Trav, DG, got a copy?
Hello.
Hello. Well, normally we do 3rd first, but J Munch took his time getting in the interview room. Figured I'd come give you some love so you didn't have to sit there forever. What's up, my friend?
Oh, not much, dude. That was a really fun race. I ran out of fuel across the line at the end. I was saving so hard at the end. I pit 1 lap too early.
I was going to ask you if you were trying to save a little bit. I didn't know what quite the fuel window was tonight, so it looked like you were definitely saving in save mode the way Giglio started to catch you, but I didn't want to say anything because I didn't know if you were actually in save mode or not, or if it was just a tire difference between the two of you.
Yeah, the undercut seemed to just work so well. When I did it that first time on that second pit cycle, I think I got like a 2 or 3 second lead coming out. It seemed to work so well, so I was trying to time it where I would run out of fuel across the line at race pace, and I think I jumped the gun a little bit.
Oops.
Oh well, still happy with P2. I mean, how can you not be happy? It was a really fun race. Everybody was super respectful. There was a lot of close racing, so a lot of fun.
And moving on to a chance for a title next week. You excited about that?
Oh yeah, dude. This is I think this is one of my best shots to go out there and get it. So we'll see what happens.
Yes, sir. Congrats on your P2. Appreciate you hanging out. Go ahead, throw your shout outs out there for me.
Thanks, dude. Zaxby's on the car. Go get you a Nibbler's meal. 1023graphics.com. Shout out to him for making this awesome paint scheme. MaconiSetupShop.com. Open setups. Use code GHOST at checkout for 10% off of your order. And let's see, my 10 tenths boys. Love y'all. See y'all soon. And then also DG Swiss, of course. Thanks again for the broadcast, dude. Love you.
That guy sucks. Appreciate you,
Nah, he's
man.
one of the cool guys.
We'll catch you in the finale next week, man. Looking forward to it.
Yes, sir. Have a good night.
Travis Martin in the 63 Ford, bringing it home in P2. Let's go grab J Munch. What is up, my friend? Bringing it home in P3, getting that podium finish. What do you think of your night tonight?
Dude, I had a blast. I'll be honest. I don't think I've ever actually driven this track, let alone in the trucks. So I will take it any day like this.
Oh yeah, I was one of my favorites. So I mean, if you don't like this track, I question you. So looks like you had a lot of fun tonight and brought it home P3. Was there anything interesting going on strategy wise with your truck tonight, or you just kind of, as you saw, it's how it happened?
So I didn't really try to like short pin or anything. I knew I needed about 40 laps apiece. And so when that first caution, actually the only caution I think that came out, I just pit. I was still in the lead lap, so I just stayed out because might have had 5 laps on my tires, and we didn't have any more cautions. So I was pretty much just following the same strategy the whole time, just right around 40. I think I ended up going like another lap or two than I had been, but that was more just on accident. But probably a good thing because even just during my burnouts, I ended up running out of fuel here, so I must have been pretty close.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was a little confused when I came out of the pits, and I was about over 2 seconds behind Lucas, and did not take me long to catch up to him and pass him, and just ran away. So I was like, I figured he probably saved a set of tires in case there was a late caution, which obviously didn't come. But I'll take P3. I knew Travis was getting really iffy on gas, so I had a chance for P2 on top of that yet. But yeah, so I'll take this.
Yes, sir. Good run. Got some your P3 finish. You got some shout outs you want to throw out?
I'll just shout out the 1010s guys for letting me in there. Not much else. I mean, I do my own paints, so yeah.
Nice.
And thanks for doing the broadcast, man. I enjoy watching them every time.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Congrats on your podium finish, and we'll let you get on out of here. We'll catch you next week.
All right, thank you.
69 J Munch bringing it home in P3. Congrats to him. Lucas, DG, got a copy?
Oh, I got you.
Hi, surprise.
Expected to be in here, but hello.
I really wanted to find out what happened to you, why you fell off so hard. Did you not take tires?
I took tires, but I was playing the restart, so I had 95% on my right front. I totally would have had the win there if there was a yellow, but just never got it.
Gotcha. So you're banking on that yellow and just didn't quite pay out for you.
Yeah, I wanted to stay on the lead lap, so that's why I took the tires, but I also trying to save them because I knew nobody else had a set, so may as well try something. I was already locked in
Gotcha.
where I was.
Well, I mean, it looked like a fun night outside of that. You were battling for that top 3 the whole night, and were a factor the whole time. And like you said, you'd probably had them covered if the yellow did come out, just didn't break your way. You got any shout outs you want to throw out there?
Oh, just want to shout out, all the drivers that made Championship 4 that were in the playoffs. Everybody, that was a hard-fought battle. There's a lot of changes throughout the race who was in. Shout out to you for doing the broadcast this whole season. It's been a good time, and Labor 12 in the hood, as always.
I already say, don't forget Randy, but you got him.
Oh, yeah.
All right, bud, congrats on your top 5. We'll let you get out of here tonight.
Thanks, man. See you next week.
That was Lucas in the 97, bringing it home in the 5th spot. Yes, we're making Blake wait. We're going to bring Quinn up. Quinn's DG, you got a copy?
Oh, yeah. I wasn't expecting this.
Surprise! Well, we wanted to find out what happened to Lucas, and then I said if we brought in 5th, we might as well bring in 4th, right? So here you are.
That works too.
Plus, we're just making Blake sweat it out.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, just make him sit there in the chat by himself.
Well, you brought it home in the 4th spot. Kind of tell me how the events unfolded for your night tonight.
Once I got ahead of Curtis, I just straight up chilled. I wasn't trying to push anything. And that's pretty much what it is. Daniel took himself out, unfortunately. So once I kind of saw I was ahead of those guys, I just straight up, I'm like, there ain't no reason to push it super hard here. Blake and them were out front. I'm like, I'm locked in right here, safe. I don't need to do anything more than what I'm doing. So I just rode around. It was kind of boring. It wasn't a lot of fun, but it was kind of stressful though at the same time. 160 laps is a longer race than we've done generally. So just 160 laps of kind of just coasting around, making sure I didn't spin out or mess up my pit stops or anything. So that's really all it was. Nothing special, nothing too exciting.
So avoid the mistakes. Make sure you bring it home and get into the next round. That's a solid effort.
Yeah, it's going to be an incredibly tall task. I told those guys, I go, the betting odds on me compared to all of them. It's not too good on my part. So if I'm gonna need a miracle if I'm gonna pull the championship out, but we're gonna give it all we got. It's a mile and a half. It's Atlanta, it's slick, but it's a mile and a half track. So I mean, I think anybody's got a shot there. So
Hey, anything could happen. They could all get together and take each other out, and you'll be sitting pretty.
one could only hope.
All right, bud. You got any shout outs you want to throw out there?
CTC guys, Blake and Lucas, getting in the championship. Three of us in the championship, so that's pretty cool. Daniel, unfortunately, he didn't make it in. But and then I want to shout out Curtis too, man. He's only had the game simulator, whatever you want to call it, but he's only had it for a few months now, and to come up just a spot short of making a championship, that's pretty impressive. So he was making me sweat there a little bit too, especially when the caution came out, and he had just entered the pits. So and we restarted right next to each other, so I was sweating just a little bit there, but yeah, especially to him. That's a really good effort for only having iRacing for a few months. So
Definitely, for sure. All right, bud. We'll let you get out of here with your P4 finish. Congrats on moving on to the next round of the championship, the finale next week. Good luck there, and we'll catch you next week.
all right, hopefully we'll be chatting it up as champion.
Yes, sir. We'll catch you next week, bud. Good luck.
All right, sounds good.
To Quinn Newton in the 4/5. That's what he is in Discord. 4/5. Obviously the 5 tonight. I guess we can't find anyone else to interview, so we'll go ahead and bring in Blake. Blake is DG. You got a copy?
Hey, man.
Did you like your long wait that we made you wait there?
I mean, I went to go get a drink and I went to the bathroom, so.
Well, you had to win to get in. You pulled it off. Tell me what was going through your mindset there with when you saw Ghostman short pitch you on the last run.
Yeah, I knew it was definitely going to be tough coming into the race to win at Iowa. You know, Ghostman, Lucas, very good at Iowa. We knew that, and you know, just being able to hang with them, I think, and kind of learn where they were good and where they weren't. Arc Trek really came in with like 5 to go in a run, which is like the worst time for it to come in. But it definitely, you know, we were good. So when we got out there past Travis, I didn't know what was going on, and just happy there was no yellow and we could bring it home.
Yes, sir. And what'd you think when that yellow did come out? At 82, I think it was, right after the pit cycle.
It really helped. I don't know if you saw, but I self-spun myself before that.
I did not see that.
Pits. Well, it wasn't out of the pits, but it was like I think it was out of 2 or 3, and I self-spun it and I saved it, and I lost like 4 seconds to Lucas. So without that yellow, we definitely would not be sitting here right now.
So shout out to the 27 for bringing out the yellow for you.
I guess you could say that. I don't want to be that guy, but appreciate it.
He said in chat, "You're welcome." So you know.
Oh, all right. Well then, all right. Thank you. But yeah, I don't know, man. Just can't believe we won. Usually don't do that great at Iowa, but I guess we had what it takes tonight.
Well, if a champ 4 of you and Quinn and Lucas and Ghostman, what do you think your odds are for the finale next week?
I don't know. Atlanta's either I'm really good at Atlanta or I'm really bad. So I hope it's the good Atlanta. I hope that we're good. But I think it's just going to come down to staying out of trouble. Because if I remember right, isn't it kind of like pack racing? Kind of?
A little bit. Draft's definitely important, but you do have to start lifting after a while. And it can get very loose depending on the setup. So it could be a handful.
All right. So it should be fun then.
Tires definitely wear.
Yeah. We'll have to see. I think we line up pretty good, but you just never know.
Yes, sir. Well, you got your shout outs you want to throw out there for me?
Yeah, we got Premier Racing setups in the car. So I use all them for my open races. Shout out to you for broadcasting. Sidewinder, CTC Racing, Low Draggy Sports, just everyone that let us race every Thursday, every night of the week. Shout out to all y'all. So, yeah, I think that's it. And
you missed one.
I missed one.
They were 12.
They were 12. See, man, I always forget.
Can't forget Randy.
Well, you see, I don't really no one really told me. I found it on my truck, and I was like, oh, I know them people. So,
surprise.
Their music's really good, though. If you haven't checked them out, check them out.
They're on Spotify and iTunes.
Spotify and iTunes. So, they do a lot of stuff on YouTube, too. That's where I can find
of course
all of that. So, shout out to everyone there, and I'll see you all next week.
All right, bud. Congrats on getting the victory and clinching your way to the finale in a must-win clutch performance, and we will see you in the finale at Atlanta next week, sir. Good luck.
Yep, thank you.
Blake Kiglio in the 16 getting that victory tonight. Very, very clutch performance. Running down the Ghost Man as laps were expiring. You heard the Ghost Man say he was trying to save fuel to make sure he made it to the end. Giglio getting it done in the 16. Congrats to him. Congrats to all 4 drivers making the final 4. Travis Martin, Lucas Hoytsma, and the 5 of Quinn Newton. A fantastic race tonight. Very clean. The one self-spin that was really minor and brought out our only yellow. No real truck contact there. Real proud of everyone, keeping it very green. We'll get back at it at Atlanta next week. We have a whole week till we get back to these truck series. But we do have to say this has been iRacing.com. You can go to that website, pick up this track and these trucks, and come on out and race with us. Then you can go to dgsforracing.com, click on the big red snake. That'll get you on over to the leagues where you can sign up to run ARCA cars on Monday, Xfinity Tuesday, Cup cars Wednesday. We got these trucks Thursday night, as you just saw. Then we have on Saturday a Legends series, and starting up next season, we have a Street Stock series running on both dirt and asphalt that is going to be on Sundays. I appreciate you guys hanging out for the broadcast tonight, and we thank all of our partners, Marable Mobile Detailing, Footwear Screen Printing, that help these races be put on. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for all the support that you send us, and we will catch you next time.